Vegas. This for the haters. I make a lot of new money. When it's not saving. You be liking my flavor. I think it's cause. On the res. Watch out for this. I never switch. Never switch. I never switch. I never switch.
Okay, Coach, the playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Check pass. Check pass. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll run on first down. It's Bradley, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Red 80. Young lady. Go.
Back to throw, Darnold. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Mike 21. Red 80. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Protein spill.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 97 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more,
to put it mildly.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Go! He's crossing. He's checking crack. Check, 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 check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Slant. No, 80. He's coming. We got the touch.
On second down, it's Howard. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He's going to air one out, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Switch.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready, set. 59. Mike 59. Hey, check. Check out Aubrey. Let's go.
2nd and 13. He sets up the screen to Jones. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
at their 49-yard line.
Here goes Hutch. Mike 21, check Mike 21. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. He leaves this one for Howard. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he'll find Hall. The 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. 49 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point safely through. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, set. 18 Gator. Coming to you, coming to you.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 47-yard line.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
With the score, Packers 7, Buccaneers 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Jones. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
That's caught by Howard. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go!
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Lady, go, go, go. Hey, Charlie.
On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 71 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. The extra point splits the uprights. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
At the 23-yard line.
Come on, set, 50, plant, 44. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the safety creep. Check 4, check 4. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Hard. 2.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, 2. Watch the screen.
2nd and 11. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
We're going to start. 21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Nice, sweetheart.
On first down, they run with Howard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check 37. Check 37.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Rush in! Rush in!
On first and goal, Howard. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Devin White on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On second down now, it's Howard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the 3 now, here they come on third and goal.
Kill. Check. Safe. Tighten up. Young lady.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly... Picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He's got Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, box truck. Mike Bobo.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Stop.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cleveland. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout.
Set, ready? 15, Ronnie. 15, Ronnie. Get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Let's go.
The final shot before break. Cleveland. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Mike Bobo. Watch the slant. Watch the twist.
On first down, Cleveland. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Bobo's to Mike. Mike Bobo. Switch, double. 44. Mike, 44. Ricky.
From the gun, Cleveland going to take a shot. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again, Cleveland. And he rifles one incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
To throw on 3rd down. Cleveland. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
36. Any weapon. Ready.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Give him 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Darling. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
That's what. Hey, switch gears. Ready?
Now Howard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Ready? Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. General West. Check.
They go with Howard again. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will give them a 12-point lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On 1st and 10, Cleveland. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still
No yardage.
Okay.
Here's Jones. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Pick me up. Here we go. 49 the ball. Hey, get in the weight room. Mike's 49. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Cleveland. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just outside his own goal line. Taken from just outside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch the eye.
They run with Howard. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Darnold from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On now is the Packers punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll run it here with Logan. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to throw. Cleveland. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Throwing on first down. Cleveland into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in. That one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Hey, orbit.
On second down and 4. Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Fowler, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Running with Howard. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down. It's Logan, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. The job 1 to pick up the 1st down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be up, and what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the 1st down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. The shotgun snap for Darnold, and he connects with Ertz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 1st down, Howard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Yes, sir. 55. No, 80. Check. 55 to Mike. You don't want no one. You don't get it. Pick up the ball. Check. Check 43. Spines. No, 80. No. Kill. Switch. Shift. No, 80. Watch the shift.
Again, it's Howard. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on first down. It's Howard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Bradley. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
That's it, baby. We go first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like